Hello everybody and welcome to an exclusive Cup Series event. This is the Season 2 of the Cup Series and we are here at Round 2 of Season 2 at the sunny Barcelona circuit. We are racing in the Porsche 992 GT3 car, but it is the Cup Series car. For anyone that's new to this car, it's the biggest twist in the story, I suppose, is that these cars drive with zero traction control. So all the drivers out there are having to monitor their throttle pedal throughout the 45-minute race that will ensue shortly. And I suppose that's where all the entertainment is going to come from. Is that Sylph getting out ahead? So I'm just going to make sure we're riding with the first driver doing his flying lap. But yeah, so from what I've seen during practice and stuff, obviously everyone was trying to push the limit of the Porsche. But just the way the Barcelona circuit is. The way it works is because there's such fast sweeping corners. Obviously the car's always slightly off balance, and you can see people just really trying to hanker the throttle down on some of the sharp corners, and obviously the car's spinning out. So expect to see a lot of action. So this is round 2. So we have already been to Spa in round 1. I think Scuderia was the race winner there, and obviously by virtue of winning the only race so far, he is the championship leader. And I think Arriving Flame and Areshi, they were the two drivers, they were the two drivers that finished on the podium. So look out for those guys today. They do have the highest ballast penalty. So another rule for this is, if you are in the top 20 positions of the championship, you will get yourself a ballast penalty. So your car will be heavier than the rest of the field out there. Just in the chat currently, we have Silent Furious saying, "Hey Red, hey Silent, how you doing?" Obviously, if you are in the chat today, or you're watching the stream, just feel free to come in and have a chat. I'll do my best to talk to you throughout this race today. But yeah, this is an actual championship race. This is a 6-round series. Every single round will be in the same Porsche car. So there is no car changes allowed between races. Each race is a 45-minute race with one mandatory pit stop for fuel. You can obviously stay longer and change your tyres if you want to, but I imagine most drivers are just going to do a splash and dash at some point through those 45 minutes. And then, I think it's about 60 points, I think it is for the... 60 points for the winning driver, and I think you get 2 points for a point for a fast lap and in the race, and for pole position, I believe, as well. But yeah, I'll run you through the sort of championship order in a little bit. But just see Shadow Gaming saying, "Yo, how you doing?" Or he was trying to say yo, but didn't come out exactly right. But so already, some of the first drivers have set times. The 1:46.8 is the time to beat currently. I will try to catch a lot of the drivers as they're coming around. I think one of the drivers to set there, who's coming around now, was the number 13 of Ninja. Ninja is just coming around the last couple of corners now. I think 1:46.8. Let's see. I think we'll probably see a 46 or a 45 on pole then, or a low 46 or a 45 as the times unfold and people start to get settled in. The track has actually just switched from fast to optimum as well, as we see Ninja go into P11. Obviously the drivers are coming around for their second stints. With the third place man in the championship is currently in P14, 2.5 seconds back. I think he'll find a bit more time in the latter stages. I think the big news coming out of qualifying so far, and I'm pretty sure if I just check down the list, I'm pretty sure in saying that the actual championship leader, Scuderia, is not actually racing today, which means we will see a new leader in the championship after today's race. Arriving Flame, who's currently in P3, he is second in the championship, and then like I said, Aresh is in third, and then Zidane is in fourth, and I know Zidane is currently at P6 in this qualifying session. And I think rounding out the top 5 is Kai, and I think Kai, I have seen his name in here as well. So we do have all of the top 5 drivers minus the actual championship leader, so that will change today. As Aresh crosses the line, he does go up to P8. So coming around now, let's have a look. It's got the 155 car. Who is that? It's going to be hard to quickly find these numbers. It's a 255. Is it Silver Arrow? Looks like he maybe made a mistake on the last corner there. The next driver setting a flying lap is the 43 car. Let's see if I can find that number. I'm not doing a good job of finding these numbers at the minute. Apparently there is a 43 car out here. I was probably being blind. There it is, yeah. So it's Cass Vin. Ron Loco saying hey or evening Mr. Red Fox, and hey to everyone else. Nice little friendly group. Ron's currently editing some stuff on YouTube, so if you are following Ron on YouTube, be sure to check that stuff out. Casvan is currently, we'll call him Kaz, I'm not sure Kazvin, but he's currently 19th. As he crosses the line, he stays there. Let's have a look at the 95 car. Who is that? That is Zidane. So Zidane is currently the second driver out there. He is currently, 0.3 of a second back. You will find, obviously, some of these drivers are going to have, as we see Attended Genie in the chat now as well, saying, hey, Attended Genie is actually racing in this race. I've only just noticed. He is currently P3. What kind of weight penalty have you got today, Attended? So we're just having a look now, running with Zidane, seeing what he can do on the last couple of corners here. Attended Genie saying he's quite unpracticed here, only had 17 minutes to warm up. And he said he got a -40, which is good. So that means he isn't getting punished at the minute. So Zidane does improve slightly, but not enough to get himself off the order. Ringmaster here, currently in P6. He is about, as he goes wide on the last corner, I think that's probably going to eliminate his lap time. Yeah, he doesn't improve that time round. The 23 car is next. That is Kai. Kai, obviously, like I said, one of the top 5 championship drivers. On his first qualifying lap, goes into the top 10. He'll be pleased with that one. I can also see the number 97 car out there. It's about to set a flying lap. That is Patro 97, currently in P8. Yes, Attended Genie does suffer with the long-term wheel disconnect, so hopefully he doesn't have that suffer today. Patro stays P8 after that qualifying lap. I see the number 30 car about to set a time as well. That is Apex, currently in P23. 3 seconds back as he takes a massive slide into that last couple of corners there. Like I said, these cars don't actually have traction control, so that was a fantastic effort there to hold that slide. As we see the number, as I said that, the number 444 car of Malmsey goes flying into the wall in the background. So, like I said, we are going to see a lot of crashes today, and I think that's just proved my point. Patrick here, currently P6, 0.7 back. But yeah, I mean, you could literally be leading this race and spin out on the last corner. Yeah, Silent Furious here just saying good luck, Genie. Yeah, I'm sure he'll have a good race. He's currently in P4 in qualifying, half a second off the pace, so he's not struggling that much. I do like this shiny purple livery of Patrick. Obviously, he's not in his normal McLaren, his like comfortable home from home, but he does normally race with 0 to 1 traction control. So Patrick is probably quite suited to these conditions. As he goes wide as well, a lot of people just trying to get as much speed into that last corner as possible, and that's going to eliminate his lap time. I see the 200 car just crossing the line of Krigmit. He is currently P5, half a second off. Let's ride with the 90. We've already been with the 97 car. Let's see who else is out there. 75. That is Cadot. He is coming around the back half of the circuit here. Anyone that knows anything about my streams will know that I do love the circuit to Catalunya. It is one of my favourite circuits. But just remember, we've got to give a lot of kudos to these drivers out here because they are racing with 0 traction control, which is quite a hard feat to do on any kind of sim, but let alone with these GT cars with all their power. So fair play to these drivers. Like I said, it's going to be when we start to see those wheel-to-wheel battles and they start to try and really accelerate out those hairpins and things, that's when we're going to see what they're made of. But Orcadot is currently 5.2 seconds off the back of the field, P23 currently. Let's see what he can do on his next lap. And as he comes across the line, he does not improve. I don't know if he defaulted us coming across the line there. Cass is coming across again as well. He goes P20, 3 seconds back. Who else is on a flying lap? We have the 114 car. Yeah, let's ride with Ringmaster. So Ringmaster, where is he currently in the championship? Let's have a look. Ringmaster is currently P6. He does have a 30 kilogram penalty as he just goes into the pits there. So he is one of the drivers that will be suffering with a bit more weight in that car. I don't know if that's going to help with the 0 traction control or make it worse. The 628 car next of Shadow Gaming. Oh, that's a nice little yellow livery, Shadow. He is currently P22, 3.8 seconds off the pace. If he can find about a second or so, he can get himself up into the top 15. But yeah, let's see what he can do on this lap, as he's got, by the looks of it, one of the exclusive drivers ahead of him. Oh, he goes wide there. I don't know if that's going to affect him. I don't know if that's going to default his lap. It might well do. As, yeah, I think it might have done there. We have the 255 car next coming through. That is Silver Arrow. Silver Arrow currently in P12. Oh, so many people are taking that last corner really, really wide. And I presume it does default your lap. I'm just looking now. The number 21 car of Obenji. Is he saying his first flying lap here? No. It looks like, yeah, again, he is just... everyone's suffering on that last couple of corners. There is still 3 drivers yet to set a time. AR, Prizzy, Obenji, and Penguin and Walt. As I say that, actually, one of the drivers has just set a time, so it is now only 2 drivers left. Or 1 driver now, sorry. Obenji is the last driver without a time. Who else is coming across the line here? Let's have a look at the 89 car, is it? Of HTR Matza. Any predictions today, guys? Did any of you watch the first round stream with Sprightly? Do we know who's going to potentially do well here today? HTR Matzi is currently 2.7 seconds back, 21st place. Let's see if he can break into the top 20. He does manage to keep it on the track in that last corner, and as he crosses the line, he does improve up to P12. 1.5 seconds back now, so that was a good lap by him. He's moved himself right up the order. I can see the number 7 car is the next driver to come across the line. That is 24th placed Al Bambino, 3 seconds back currently. As he crosses the line, he improves by a second up to 17th. So people are starting to find a bit more confidence in this car, starting to find a bit more pace. Silver Arrow here as well is on his next lap. Let's see what he can do this time round. Also, Silent Furious, thank you for following the channel. I see that you followed 30 minutes ago, so thank you for that. Again, he goes wide. I don't know how far you have to go wide there to actually default your lap. The 23 car is coming around next. That is Kai again. So Kai, like I said, it is one of the championship contenders at the minute. Currently P7, stays P7. We have the 74 car coming through next. That is Penguin. Oh, he's had a collision here with somebody. I don't know if he's lost control in that last corner, but he has crashed into one of the other Porsches. We see another Porsche coming through as well, but that's unfortunate for Penguin. He seems to be struggling with that no traction control Porsche and finds himself 12.5 seconds off the pace. Just back up the front to keep you up to date, guys. The 1:46.5 is the fastest lap by Sylph. The second place driver and second place in the championship is Arriving Flame. He is in a bit of a championship battle with Aresh right now, but Aresh is currently finding himself down in 11th place, so he's going to need to find a bit more speed if he is going to want to challenge for that top place on the podium and in the championship. And then we have Zidane and Ringmaster both in the top 6 in the championship as well. So I will show you all the weight penalties shortly. You can see Al Bambino come around for another crack at the whip. He is currently P17, 2 seconds off the pace. Can he break into top 15? Let's find out. As he crosses the line, he's one of the first drivers to cross the line. He is there, so there is still 20 seconds left, but he does get to the top 15, 1.5 seconds back. So these drivers coming around now are about to set their last flying lap. And we are about to, the flag's going to end here. So I think the number 29 car coming around might be about to, there's Patrick. Is he going to get across the line before the flag finishes? He does. He's going to get one more chance at this, as he does go to the top of the timing sheets as well. So he's just crept across the line, and he is going to have one last go at this. But I think he's going to call that a day and say that is as best as he can do. But the guys coming across the line now, they are finishing their last and final qualifying laps. So the 23 car of Kai, this is his last shot at it. He stays P8. The 443 car of Sylph, can he beat Patrick to pole? He does not. Is Arriving Flame out there as well? Yeah, Arriving Flame is the next driver across here. He's 0.3 of a second back from Patrick. Can he get himself either on pole or on the front row of the grid? He's got a couple of corners to go. He might have just gone wide there and defaulted his lap. I'm not sure if that counts, but I think all the wheels were off past the white lines. But as he comes up to the line, does he improve? Yes, he does. So it wasn't defaulted. He does break into the front row of the grid. That's great pace by him. We have the number 86 car coming across now. That is Frone Kumi. He stays P19. The number 7 car next of Al Bambino. He is currently P13. Can he find a bit more pace in the last few corners to get himself up into the top 10? Me and OGFX has the beautiful SSRT livery. Who is SSRT? I'm not sure of that. Tenagini saying I had 6/10 in the lap, but I was sadly lost it. Okay, nice. Good to know it is the first curb. But as Al Bambino crosses the line, he does improve. Oh, just shy of the top 10. Al Bambino goes P11. The 114 car was next. That was Ringmaster. He actually pushes Sylph down, gets himself up into P3. Aresh with a bit of time at the end there. He goes up to P5. We have got all of the championship protagonists all near the front of the grid. So this is going to be really good. Oh, sorry, the Super Speed Racing team, of course. So I thought when you said SSRT, I wasn't sure there, but yeah, OGFX finds himself down in P18 and Ninja in P12, so they have got an outside chance of getting into the top 10. The Tenagini saying, by the way, SMME. Who's SMME? I have no idea who that is. And Sylph are running sister cars, familiar to our new endurance liveries. I'll have a look at that one in a second. What do you mean by sister cars? Maybe I'm just being a bit dense. Oh, you and Sylph are running sister cars. Oh, so you're like teammates. Is that what you mean? But that is the end of qualifying, guys. Once we kick into the next screen, I will walk you through the next we'll walk you through the grid and obviously who's got the penalties. Cool. Well, I'll have a look at your two liveries in a second, and we'll shout them out in the warm-up lap. So that is the end of qualifying. I'm not sure what we're going to expect in this no traction control challenge. I think there's going to be a few casualties potentially from people spinning out. There's a big delay here between qualifying and the start of the race. Hopefully it will kick in soon. And we're also touching wood that there is no server issues. Fingers crossed. If you are in the stream today and you are new to the stream or you're just watching, please feel free to say hello. I do not bite and I'm always happy to have a chat with people. Okay, let's have a look then at the timetables, guys. So as you can see, down on the right-hand side, you can see this kilogram thing, which basically means, so minus 40 just means you haven't got any kind of ballast penalty. Minus 2 is, or it's the second worst penalty you can get, and then obviously minus, or just neutral would be the championship leader, but as we know, we don't have the championship leader in place. So you can see Patrick with the minus 40 kilogram has made that one count. So he's racing alongside Riving Flame, who has got essentially another 38 kilograms on his car. Ringmaster again, yeah, has got an extra 30 kilograms on him. Sylph has got a nice lightweight car. So be prepared to see Sylph maybe pull off the line a lot faster. And then we've got Aresh, Zidane. They've both got big, heavy kilogram penalties. Krigmit, Kai. They're quite suffering quite a lot as well. Ninja's only got a small penalty here, and so has Silvaro's got about 24 kilogram penalty. So a lot of the drivers at the front, although they have got that ballast penalty, are still rapidly fast. So it just goes to show the kind of speed they have got. In regards to the qualifying, yeah, Patrick got to the fastest lap of the race, but actually it was Ringmaster with the fastest middle and last sector. So it was just that last, or the first sector that was letting him down slightly. But yeah, we have Patrick and Arriving Flame on pole. They're both alongside. Well, to be fair, you have to go all the way down to 7th place before you get out of the 146s. So Zidane, Aresh, Sylph, Ringmaster, Arriving Flame, Patrick. Those are your main race. Race potential wins today, and then you've got all the 47s down to Ninja in 12th. They're all outside chances of maybe top 5 or maybe even a 3rd place on the podium. And then you've got the 48, 49, 50 drivers. There's also Penguin on a 59. So keep an eye on those guys. They might have a bit of a troublesome race and might cause a few interesting moments throughout the race, but they'll be just trying to get themselves into the top 20, I'm sure. And that'll be their target today. But anyone that's in the 147 down to Ninja in 12 should be looking at, easily trying to challenge for the, comfortably in the top 10, but maybe trying to squeeze down into the top 5. And I said I expect to see the winner, probably Patrick, Arriving Flame, Ringmaster, Sylph, Aresh, Zidane. That's probably where your winner's going to come from. Maybe a Tender Genie. He is a good driver. But yeah, watch out for those guys.
30 seconds.
And once we go through to the start, I will walk you through the grid. The Tender G saying I think I might be running a lighter grey. Do you guys have a team name? We'll have a look at you guys in a minute. I don't know if I can see you from this screen. No, you're hidden behind the thing, the banner at the minute. So guys, if you are just tuning in, we have a 45-minute race. This is the Porsche Cup car. So they are racing in, with 0 traction control. They are also racing in a championship. This is a 6-round championship. This is round 2. The first race was at Spa. The championship leader is not actually racing today. So Arriving Flame or Aresh, whoever finishes, or even Ringmaster or someone around that kind of, I'll have a look at the points later on in the race, but one of those drivers will potentially take the lead of the championship at the end of this race. The pit stop requirements today is just a splash and dash for fuel. So all you have to do is just stop for probably 2 litres of fuel and then you can go on to the end. I don't think many people will change their tyres, because it's about a couple of seconds for a fuel pit stop, 30 seconds for tyres. So just expect some quick splash and dash pit stops. Obviously, they'll have to keep an eye on not speeding in the pit lane. And like I said, anything can happen in this race. So just stay tuned. Even if you've got a driver out front that's running like 10, 15 seconds in the lead, all it takes is a little slip of that traction control. Obviously of the no traction control, so a little bit too much acceleration, and then they might just go spinning off. So this could be an action-packed, it will be an action-packed race. Your guess is as good as mine who is going to win this one. Attender Genie saying MSA Autosport. It doesn't show in the championships. That's fair enough. So MSA, is that like another racing group? But let me walk you through the order. Today we have a 29 car field. So obviously every single car, like I said, is the Porsche 992 GT3 Cup car. But Patrick Sajek is leading the way. He has Sylph alongside him on the front row. I don't think that's right. I think that can't be right. I thought it was. I thought it was Ringmaster. No, it was Sylph. So Sylph did get into Arriving Flame. I say it was Arriving Flame in P2. I said that confused me for a little bit there. I think it's just the way they're warming up here. But Patrick here and Arriving Flame I think are on the front row, and then Sylph and Ringmaster are on the second. Aresh and Attender Genie are 5th and 6th, with Zidane and Krigmit in 7th and 8th. Attender Genie said that he's running a sister car livery, so we'll have a look at those when the race starts. But Kai is in 9th with Patro 97 in 10th. Al Bambino is in 11th with Ninja in 12th. Ninja with the Super Swede Racing Team livery. HTR, Matza and Malmsey are in 13th and 14th, with Silver Arrow and Klopti. Our owner and leader is in P16 currently. Super Schlundi and OGFX are 17th and 18th, with Throne Kumi and Orkadot rounding out the top 20. Kaz and Shadow Gaming are 21st and 22nd here, with Mad Addy and Karpachev is in 23rd and 24th. Prizzy and Apex are 25th and 26th, with Panzerbero and Penguin in 27th and 28th, with O Benji rounding out the back of the field. Let's go back to the front quickly, guys, because we are about to start this race. We have 45 minutes of exclusive Cup Series action, as we have a lot of drive-through penalties there for people being out of position at the start. So as Casavan, Shadow Gaming, Prizzy and Panzerberry all punished at the start, Sylph has got a good run on Patrick, as we expected, with the lighter weight car. Yeah, is he going to try and get around the outside? No, Patrick's going to hold that line, but these guys all have to try and stay... yeah, just not to stamp on the throttle too much, as it looks like Arriving Flame has tucked in to, sorry, he has tucked into second, is Sylph in third, and then Ringmaster has managed to hold on to that fourth place, so it is As You Were at the front. Aresh is in fifth here with a Tender Genie just in behind. He has got the number 27 Porsche trying to go around the outside here. That's going to hold him into the inside lane for the next corner. They are side by side here. That is... oh, so that is a Tender Genie in the sort of grey livery, so he's going around the outside. All the names are going all over the place, but yeah, sorry, a Tender Genie has done an overtake there. And is he trying to still squeeze his way through? It looks like he has completed that pass. Patrick Sajek is still at the front with Arriving Flame in behind him, so now it's kind of all settled in. It's always a bit weird at that start. But yeah, Sylph is in third here, and yeah, Ringmaster in fourth, so that's how it's settled in. Ron Luckerson just tuning in. What about all the drive-throughs? Yeah, they were all out of position at the start of the race. So there is 4 people with drive-through penalties at the start. Just to run you through that again quickly. Oh no, there's loads of drive-through penalties. So yeah, Kazvin, Obenji, Shadow Gaming, Panzerberry and Prizzy all out of position at the start. Luckily, they are at the back of the order, so they're not actually interfering with the... So as you just see here, Arriving Flame has now got past Patrick into the first place in this race. But yeah, there's a lot of drive-through penalties. So I don't know how you can be out of position at the start. It's pretty straightforward, but there you go. Arriving Flame will take the first lap lead here with Patrick just behind him. This, yeah, Sylph is holding into P3 here with Ringmaster in fourth. And then there was a bit of a gap between them and Zidane in fifth currently, and then Krigmit is behind him in sixth. He is in a bit of battle here with a Tender Genie. Krigmit is going to try and go around the outside, but he holds on to it there, and the Tender Genie is, yeah, doing quite well to hold on in that P7 position. He doesn't have any weight penalty, so should be able to get... yeah, should better hold on there. I don't know. And that's that Ninja. Sorry, Ninja says it's up into P8 here. I don't know if that's correct. Is that right? Ninja moved up 4 places at the start. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, so he is here. 6, 7, 8 for Etenda Genie, Krigmit and Ninja. They have, I don't know if Etenda Genie is slightly, yeah, he's falling off the back of the order here, so he is now in 6th. And yeah, Krigmit, Ninja and everyone else are trying to usher him on here, trying to get past. Oh my god, so one of the drivers that actually tried to do that drive-through penalty has now got a stop-and-go 30 penalty. That is going from bad to worse for him. So Arriving Flame, sorry, just has lost the position back to Patrick Sajek at the front here. So it is all go here. First time chat, Cryo, is it Cryo? Well, I'll call him Cryo, I can't read the name out properly, sorry. But yeah, just saying hey for the first time, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping in. As we see Sylph drop the car there, he is going to go side by side with Ringmaster. Ringmaster's going to get himself through. So this is what I was talking about. So although these guys are the fastest drivers out here at the minute, they're racing on it with a 0 traction control car. So basically, you know, it's really, really hard to keep it under control sometimes, and that was one of the corners I was seeing in practice quite a lot of people spinning out on. But yeah, Sylph has actually lost the position to Ringmaster. Ringmaster is now up into P3. Patrick did lose that position to Arriving Flame earlier on, but he has now got back past. Ringmaster here is going to see if, sorry, Sylph is going to see if he can get back past Ringmaster. Let's see if what he goes, as he goes down into the first corner, see if he can make a dive bomb here. As he just, no, yeah, he keeps it same there. So Zidane has clawed up into the back of them, but going back to the other battle, Etenda Genie, who has now, you know, he's still only 1.8 seconds behind. He has got Krigmit just behind him. Ninja was in 8th place. It looks like he has lost the position now to Silver Arrow. Behind him, we have Malmsey in 10th with Karpachev behind him. He is, yeah, currently P11. OGFX in the other Super Swede Racing team, he is now in P12. Ah, your Jack Attack. Oh, hey, Jack Attack. Yeah, thank you for dropping in. You did say that you were going to hop in on Monday, so thank you for stopping by. Jack Attack, actually, to be fair, the first time I ever commentated on Jack Attack was around Barcelona, where he beat everybody, and we called him the Wonder Kid. So, yeah, let's... hopefully see you back on the track soon. Yeah, that's what I was saying, One Loco and Silent. I was saying I don't know how you can get out of position at the start. It's pretty straightforward, but you know, it happens to the best of us, I suppose. But Krigmit here really putting pressure on Attender Genie for what is 6th and 7th in this race. Attender Genie, actually saying that, has closed the order down on the front of the people ahead. But it looks like Ringmaster has also had a wobble because he is now back down into 5th. He was in 3rd, so that's allowed Sylph to get back through. At the front, Arriving Flame is still putting pressure on Patrick, but it is so much action around here, Joz. I'm trying to catch as much as I can. Throne Kumi here is currently chasing down OGFX. Oh, as he just hits the bumper there, sorry, it hits one of the sausage curbs, and again, he manages to stay on the track, and he is going to start to chase down OGFX. Ninja opted to go into the pit early here. I can see Klorpt here was chasing down Orkadot. It looks like he has now got past him up into P14. He will make one more place because Ninja has pitted, so that'll move him up to 13th place. Orkadot now has pressure from Apex. As you know, it looks like Apex has got past as well, so Orkadot has lost 2 places in 2 corners. We have had drivers pit early in this race, so keep an eye on those later on. I will run you through them once it's all settled down a little bit, because we have Super, Schlundi and Ninja also in the pits. But back up at the front, it looks like Ringmaster is trying to make a move back down on Zidane here. We have 4 of our gold platinum drivers in the top 5. Ringmaster, I think, is currently 6th in the championship. And yeah, currently P5 in this race, but Arriving Flame at the moment, based on his position, will take the net championship lead following the outcome of this race. Ringmaster here trying to get back up into P4. He was 3rd at one point. We will also keep an eye on Sylph's time. Sylph is trying to chase down Arriving Flame and Patrick ahead of him. It was 1.6 seconds. As he crossed the line, it is 1.1. So Sylph is starting to close down to the guys ahead. We do know Sylph does have some pace here. Ringmaster and Zidane settling into a bit of rhythm. Krigmit now is trying to make a move on Attender Genie. Attender Genie's going to hold the inside line here. This is good, clean racing by these two. Krigmit is going to try and dive back down the inside, and he's got the inside line for the next corner. But if I was going to say it's quite a sharp line there, as Attender Genie does hold the sausage curb. He is going to be a bit compromised into these 2 corners. He does hold that line. He's really attacked there. He's going to lose a bit of pace coming out of the last corner, and this is going to give Krigmit an opportunity to dive down. Oh, as he goes wide there as well, and he's lost control. Can Attender Genie get back on the track? He can. He has lost 1 place, but Silver Arrow is now going to sense some blood in the water, and he's going to try and pounce on Attender Genie as well. He's got the straight line speed. Is he going to try a dive bomb down into the first corner? Silver Arrow thinks better of it, so Attender Genie will only lose 1 place currently. Krigmit, though, who did feel like he was probably getting held up by Attender Genie, who's only had 17 minutes of practice around Barcelona, now finds himself falling down in 7th place with Silver Arrow behind him. Krigmit now 3.7 seconds off the front runners. We'll see if he can start pumping in some good lap times, and we'll keep an eye on that gap. So it is 3.4 currently. Sylph, though, the man on the move currently, he is chasing down Arriving Flame. Arriving Flame, like I said, would win the would get the net championship lead if he does finish ahead of Aresh in this race. But yeah, Sylph looking like he's not going to allow these leaders to escape from ahead of him, and actually his pace is pulling the other guys from behind him as well. So let's just ride with Sylph for a second, as he is trying to put some moves on Arriving Flame ahead of him. It looks like Arriving Flame is, Sylph is the more confident at the minute on the brakes as well as coming out the corners. Sylph really starting to close up onto the back of that 71 Porsche now. Silent Fury saying, what a save from Genie. I think so as well. He could have easily lost it there, flying out, hitting the gravel, but coming back out and only losing 1 position. He'll be really, really happy with that. He has already lost 1.1 seconds to Krigmit, and Krigmit has closed that gap from 3.4 down to 3.2 to the leaders ahead. So don't rule out Krigmit from a potential podium finish as well. But Sylph now he's in the slipstream of Arriving Flame. Don't forget, these guys, the only separation, they're all in identical cars. All of them have 0 traction control, so the only difference in these guys is their driving ability and the car setup. But yeah, Sylph really, really looking to make a move on this driver soon. Throne Kumi actually only 0.2 of a second behind OGFX. This is a pass for 11th and 12th. He has now got the inside line for the corner. Can he make this move down into the braking zone? It looks like he has now successfully passed OGFX, and that moves him from 12th into 11th place. OGFX looking to fight back though, but it looks like potentially Throne Kumi has got this move done. Klopty is the next driver down the road, but he is 7.1 seconds back. There's also a little bit of a battle here. Patro trying to chase down Kaz in 18th. He also has Al Bambino behind him. So let's just run with this one for a second. This is a battle for 18th, 19th and 20th. But actually Patro and Al Bambino have actually pitted. Kaz has not. So this could just be two faster drivers moving the way back up through the field. Let's see what happens here over the next couple of corners. We'll just stay with this one for a second, trying to catch as much coverage as possible. Ron Locus saying beautiful battles. Yeah, we've got a lot of action all up and down the field here. I'm liking this Porsche Cup Series. Obviously a lot of points up for grabs today, so obviously anything in the top 20 will be a good, decent points haul. But look at the tight line that Patro has in that Porsche. He's far more confident. He's right up on the gearbox of Kaz, flashing his lights. Is he going to try a dive round the outside? Yeah, Kaz is going to have the tighter line, but Patro is going to be able to hold that. Looks like Kaz just bumps into the side of Patro, but he will get back on the track. That allows Al Bambino to get through as well. So both of these drivers are now, yeah, cruising through into 18th and 19th. Behind them, Shadow Gaming is chasing down Obenji. Neither of these drivers have pitted. We do know that Obenji did have a drive-through penalty at the start. I don't know if Shadow Gaming did as well. I think he did. So these drivers are unfortunately quite far back because of that. But Shadow Gaming, one of the XCL staff members here, trying to put the moves on Obenji. Let's see if he will try and dive down to the inside of the hairpin coming up. It looks like he is trying an early move here. He's late on the brakes. He is just down the inside. Looks like Obenji does have some damage. Obenji does a little wobble, comes out wide. Shadow Gaming gets through there. Another beautiful overtake. He does bounce into the curb slightly, but let's go back up to the front and see what's happening with the leaders. So Sylph is still chasing down the Arriving Flame, still right up in his rearview mirror. Sylph actually also has the fast lap of this race. Patrick isn't really leaving Arriving Flame behind, but obviously Arriving Flame will start to fall back slightly as he does defend on Sylph. Sylph, really, really close here. Is he going to try the same thing that Shadow Gaming did there and dive down into the hairpin? This is the battle for second and third in the race. So Sedan and Ringmaster just behind, potentially trying to challenge for that podium as well. Sylph just looking down, but he's thinking better of it. Nice clean driving there. OGFX actually is back up on the back of Throne Kumi. He was going to make a move, but I also saw that Tender Genie at one point was right up. Oh no, it looks like what's happened here is it looks like Krigmit, has he crashed? Krigmit looks like he has fallen right down into 12th place here. I don't know if there was a collision. He has got a bit of scuffing on the back of his car. Has a Tender Genie got scuffing on the front of his car? Have we seen a Tender Genie maybe ram into the back of... I don't know, I can't see anything there. But a Tender Genie, I was going to say, was closing down on Krigmit quite fast. As he finds himself now up in the P6. Silver Arrow struggling to keep on the same pace. He is currently in 7th. Karpachev is in 8th. But I did tell you earlier, guys, I was going to walk you through who has gone into the pits and who is our net pit leader, and that is currently Aresh. Now, we do know if Aresh finishes ahead of Arriving Flame today, he should find himself taking the lead in the championship. Kai is also in the top 5 in the championship. Both of these drivers down in 16th and 17th, the net pit leaders, so don't rule these guys out. They are. Resh has got a bit of clean air ahead of him, so he will start to move himself up the order. He's got at least a few seconds to the guy ahead. And then we have Patro and Al Bambino in the 3rd and 4th positions of the people that have pitted, so again, look out for those. They're about 10 seconds back on the cars ahead. And then we have Ninja and Super Schlundi have also pitted. We also have Penguin, Apex and Krignik currently all in the pit lane. But back at the front, it's getting pretty tasty now. Arriving Flame goes a little bit wide there. Sylph is now looking to aggressively try and maybe push an overtake, but whilst this battling's all happening, Sedan has really close up onto the back of him. So Sylph, who was looking to maybe get past as he hits that sausage curb and almost loses control again. Great car control. As I was about to say, Sedan has got himself into the mix. As I say that, he also maybe didn't trust that Sylph was going to keep it on the track, and he is now fallen back behind Ringmaster. So 3rd, 4th and 5th keep changing in this race, but actually Sylph is really trying to get past Arriving Flame, but Arriving Flame is now only a second behind Patrick. So I tell you guys, out of these top 5 drivers, I don't know who is going to win this race. It is so close. That is 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th all in the same shot here. What I will do quickly actually, guys, I will try and change the camera angle so we can get a bit more of a zoomed out view and potentially see a bit more of this race. So 1 second, let me just change that to a bit of a zoomed out view so we can maybe see a bit more. Apologies for the delay there. Let me just go back here. So go back. Yeah, there you go. Is that better? Is that a better view, guys? We can see a bit more of the action now, can't we? Because this is crazy. We have Patrick Zajek in the lead. Behind him by half a second is Arriving Flame. Behind him by half a second is Sylph. So this is your front 3 drivers. We've already been racing for 15 minutes, and our front 3 are separated by 1.1 seconds. This is ridiculous. This is going to go all the way to the finish if they keep it up like this. Ringmaster and Zidane have fallen off slightly off the back, but still all the top 5 drivers are all within 5 seconds of the leader. This is crazy racing, guys. Anyone want to make a bold bold call here and tell me who is going to be the race winner here? Also, is everyone liking this view better? Silent Viewer saying he loves this view. If you are also viewing the stream right now and you are new to the stream, please feel free to follow and also feel free to say hi as well, because obviously it does alert me when you're a first-time chatter. Don't be afraid to come and say hello. But yeah, at the front here, guys, I'm sorry. I feel so sorry for the rest of the field, because this is where all the action is. I mean, this is literally, I've never seen such a battle after, literally what we had, 17 minutes, and all 3 of the front drivers are separated by 1.1 second. This is crazy driving. And actually, let's just drop in for a second. Silver Arrow is right up behind a Tender Genie, half a second. Let's just see if he is going to try and make a move on him here. I can see Ron Loco just said he has subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much, Ron Loco. You are actually one of my first subscribers, so that is really appreciative. Thank you so much for that. I am really I don't know what the word is, Ron Loco, but thank you so much. I'll repay the favour next time you're on the stream, of course. But thank you so much, and really appreciate your support. And thank you for the subscription. Obviously, just so you know, guys, I'm just going to go off on a tangent for a second, obviously because of that subscription. But anyone that watches the adverts and subscribes to my channel, basically we are saving up for a Elgato capture card. They're quite expensive. They're about £150. So basically every single subscription, every single ad you watch, every single penny we make from this stream and all the other streams, it will all go towards saving up for that capture card. And when we get the money, I'll be able to put loads of graphics. Anyone that subscribes between now and when I purchase the Elgato capture card will have a rolling caption on the bottom saying thank you for your support, and that'll be on there permanently for the rest of my time in Twitch history. So if you do subscribe between now and when I get to my target of getting the Elgato capture card, like I said, you will be mentioned on my stream as like a rolling kind of promotion at the bottom for the rest of my time here. Just also want to say hello to Clint Trends, his first time chatter as well, so thank you for hopping in the chat. Really appreciate all the support and all the people viewing. And Ron Loco saying enjoying my broadcast so much. Thank you, Ron Loco. I enjoy watching you race. It's a shame you're not out here today. But let's get back to the action quickly here. So Patrick is still out in the lead. He has found another gear now, and he is he just pulled away by just about another half a second, putting the gap up to about 1.2, but that doesn't mean anything in this race as far as I can tell. Sylph here is currently still chasing down Arriving Flame for second and third. Ringmaster is in fourth. He's got about 1.2 second gap on Zidane in fifth, and then there is a big gap then. That's your main battle for the podium places at the minute. Obviously don't rule out the guys that have pitted early. Attended Genie is also here in he's in sixth place, but he's about 7.7 seconds back. Silver Arrow is in seventh, currently trying to chase down the car. He's trying to chase out Attended Genie ahead. Karpachev is in eighth, having a little bit of a quiet race by himself, but he is steadily ticking along in eighth at the minute. Malmsey is in ninth, 2 seconds back from him, and then Throne Kumi rounds out your top 10, 3.2 seconds back. Klorpty, like I said, our XCL founder, he is currently in P11, but he is struggling for pace a little bit, 10 seconds back off of the rest of the field. But having a good battle so far. Also a good race so far. I think he'll be aiming just for a top 20 finish. OGFX behind him, a second back. He's looking to try and get himself up into 11th. Orkadot now is in 13th place. He is the last driver of the top 13 that haven't pitted. And then, like I said, behind him is Aresh, 4.4 seconds back from him, but he has pitted. So I'm not sure exactly where he's going to come out once everyone else has gone in the pit stops, but don't rule out him for a potential late run into the higher positions. Kai behind him as well is 5th place in the championship. HTR Matsi is 3.8 seconds back in 16th, with Patro in 17th behind him. He has also pitted here. Al Bambino is in 18th, Krigmit in 19th. I think he had an accident early and he has found himself down the road. He might have just had a crash potentially because he has fallen down quite a lot. Ninja rounds out the top 20, 6.1 seconds back from him. Super Schlundi in 21st, Obenji in 22nd, Panzabero is in 23rd, with Shadow Gaming in 24th, and then we have Penguin just come out of the pit, so he's in P25, back to lose position to Shadow Gaming. Mad Addy is in 26th, and Apex rounds out the order in 27th. But back up at the front, it looks like Sylph has opted to pit Hurley here, so that'll be interesting to see if anyone else does, go back and... Is that going to trigger maybe the front drivers pitting? Let's just ride with the front runners and see what happens next time round. Just looking here as well, it's... you can see that Mr. GD Partik has subscribed to my channel as well. So thank you so much, guys. Not only have we had your first subscriber live on one of my streams, we now have had the second one back to back. Partik, thank you so much again for your support. That is really, really appreciated. That is all, like I said, it is going to go towards the Elgato capture card. I will not keep a penny for myself. Every single penny we raise will go straight back into the stream, straight back into the community. So thank you so much, Partik. Again, like I said, if you do subscribe to my channel, you will get your name forever etched in Twitch history once we do get once we do get the capture card. LMW saying we can't write Aresh off, and that's also a first time chatter by LMW, so thank you for joining my stream, thank you for chatting. We've got a bit of a hype train, it says as well, because of the subs and things coming in, so thank you guys, this is really, really good. It says got a subscription train going. This is great, guys, really, really appreciative. You're all awesome, I love you all, you know I love doing this. I do this for you guys more than anything. Like I said, I'm not doing this for profit. I'm not doing this for anything else. I'm literally doing it for you guys. So every single penny we raise, eventually, once we get my Elgato capture card, maybe we can do some sort of crazy giveaways and stuff. Who knows? This is riding with Zidane here. Zidane is chasing down a Tender Genie. It looks like nobody actually opted to... it looks like nobody opted to go in the pits and react to Sylph. Interestingly, so Sylph was challenging for Arriving Flame for second place, and LMW just stated that we can't rule Aresh out. And actually, if you look at this, Aresh is only 2 seconds behind Sylph, which means he's only going to be 2 seconds behind that battle. At the minute, Ringmaster is 4 seconds back from Arriving Flame. So I think that Aresh and Sylph are both going to dive in 3rd and 4th maybe when everyone goes in the pit, so they can stay out of trouble and stay out of traffic here. So this is going to get really, really interesting as the next few laps unfold. We're just about to hit the halfway point of the race. This is a 45-minute race, and like I said, guys, you don't have to stop for a splash and dash. You don't have to do anything more than put 2 litres of fuel in. We can see now that, just looking back at the chat, Clint Trends has also subscribed to the channel. So that is now 3 subscribers in one race. This is crazy, guys. You're all going to be on my, etched in Twitch history. But again, Clint, I think I broadcasted your first race. Was it a Kota the other day, on a Saturday? And you've hopped on my stream, you said hello for the first time, and you subscribed, so thank you so much, guys. This is it's very hard to stay focused on the race when I've got such lovely supporters in the stream, so thank you, guys. I'll give you big shout outs on Discord obviously as well. Partik saying, like Ron Loco said, your broadcasts are enjoyable to watch. Thank you so much, Partik. Ron Lucas saying, I see the Elgato already coming. Attendee G saying Zidane spun, so if I missed something in the back here, so Zidane, sorry, at least Attendee G, at least someone is watching the race. Thank you very much. But Zidane now has fallen 11.5 seconds back, so actually the men to watch are, I presume they're men, apologies if they're women, but Sylph in 11th and Aresh in 12th. They are probably going to pop in just behind Arriving Flame in second, between the second, sort of probably third and fourth slots. So, yeah, watch these guys. They are currently have a bit of clean air. They are coming up to a battle ahead of them. OGFX chasing down Clorpty in 7th and 8th. But, yeah, this is, yeah, they need to get through that battle quickly. Now, again, OGFX and Clorpty haven't actually pitted, but they're not going to get blue flagged or anything. They're not back markers. They'll just be a slower driver compared to the guys behind them. So, obviously, sometimes, you know, if you know there's a pitted car behind you, sometimes you get out of the way, sometimes you don't, but you don't actually have to. As we see here, sorry, HCR Matzi get a stop-and-go 30 penalty. He was down in what looks like about P18. That probably dropped down the order a little bit actually because he's actually behind the 21 car, so he's actually in P22. But now, for his troubles, he has now got a stop and go 30 penalty, so he's going to tumble down the order to the back of the field. Yeah, I'm curious now to see where Sylph is going to pop out in regards to the guys ahead of them when they all eventually decide to pit. Yeah, Ron Loco saying, sorry, we're distracting you from your race. Yeah, it's okay. Like I said, this is a community. It's called the Xbox Community League. This is a championship race. But let me just walk you through, whilst we're waiting for a few other guys to pit, let me just ride with, yeah, I'm just going to stay with Sylph for the minute as he does try to maybe catch up with OGFX ahead of him. But just so you're up to date, guys, with what is happening in the championship. So Scuderia is the championship leader, but he is not racing today. So Arriving Flame is currently second in the championship. Aresh is in third. Zidane fourth. Kai fifth. Ringmaster sixth. Krigmit is eighth. Obviously because LSX Toto isn't actually in the championship race today. Silver Arrow is ninth and OGFX is in 10th. So you can see here that Arriving Flame currently in second place will take the net lead of the championship if he stays ahead of Aresh and Ringmaster and Zidane. At the minute he's doing exactly that. Patrick, I don't believe, has raced in this championship yet. So the question we all have on our lips is, can Aresh here or can Aresh here on his race pace catch up with Arriving Flame? Now at the minute he has fallen down the order a little bit on Sylph. He's now dropped back to about 2.5 seconds behind, and we do know that Sylph was challenging Arriving Flame. He was just right behind him here, but Arriving Flame is he's had a bit of clean track, so I don't know how that is going to affect his overall race race pace. Sorry, I'm just thinking, yeah, because he hasn't had a lot of trouble, so he's probably been able to pump in a lot more laps. As you look at Sylph, he had to actually get past he had to get past, was it OGFX a minute ago, but he also had to go through the rest of the order as well. So I'm curious to find out how Sylph, his times have been impacted, but we will find out soon enough. Just going down the order a little bit, see some little battling here. So this is Patro 97 on Silver Arrow. This is a battle for 13th and 14th, as we can now see OGFX pitting from 10th place. Like I said, he was 10th in the championship. Guys, I'm not sure if my chat has potentially gone down, because I just my screen froze for a second, so can someone just put a thumbs up or something if it is still working? If I don't see one, I'll assume it's broken at the minute. But yeah, Patro currently in 14th, and as we see, HTR Matzi has cleared his stop and go penalty now. As you can see him come out of the pits, as we said that. Patro now right up behind Silver Arrow. He's going to try a really tight move round there. That was not a place to maybe overtake, but he does manage to stay out of trouble, and Patro is still behind Silver Arrow here. That was close, guys. That was close. Krigmit now only 1.3 seconds behind Karpachev. Mindless Shark saying O. I don't know what the O means. Are you not racing, Ninja? Have you quit this race? I've only just realised. Have you? Oh no, you haven't. You're 18th. How did you comment on the stream and race at the same time? That's crazy. As we can see, is that so Karpachev has gone off the track. So Krigmit was chasing him down. That's going to put Krigmit up into 15th place. Patro still chasing down Silver Arrow here. We're just about to come into the last 15 minutes of this race. But yeah, Patro. So Patro has now got past Silver Arrow. Apologies. So he is now up into P12. Sylph now closing up on the order. So Claupty has opted to go in the pits. That is quite sporting of Claupty. He has got out of the way of Sylph. Sylph now has a lot of clean air ahead of him. He's got about 3.5 seconds until Throne Kumi ahead of him. So now let's see what kind of times he can do. Arriving Flame actually was 2.5 seconds behind Patrick at one point. He is now only 1.9 seconds. Silent Fury saying Sylph is flying. Let's hope so and see what he can do here. But yeah, Arriving Flame is... Yeah, he is... I don't know if either Patrick is slowing down or Arriving Flame has caught up. Also, Ringmaster is also... He was quite far back early. He's now only 3.7 seconds closing the gap on Arriving Flame. Zidane, since that crash, doesn't seem to be able to close that door. He is 12 seconds back from him. So I think the battle is going to be between Sylph, Aresh, Ringmaster and Arriving Flame and Patrick for the top 5 places, but also for who's going to finish on the podium. Let's see what's... with 14 minutes to go, I guess these guys are going to start thinking about coming in the pits shortly. Where did Claupty come back out after all those pit stops? I think he's dropped in behind this 87 car, so... No, where else is he on the track? 7. Yeah, so yeah, Claupty has... That is the correct position. So Claupty finds himself in the top 15. I don't think he's going to be too disappointed with that. I don't know if he raced in race 1. I couldn't see him on the top 20 of the championship. So Claupty here will be happy with a top 15 finish, I'm sure of that. At the front again, you can see Arriving Flame has now fallen again, slightly back from Patrick, but everyone's asking the same question. What I am, I don't know if everyone else is, but I don't know where Sylph is going to fall into this gap when everyone does opt to pit ahead of him. Anyone know what the rough kind of pit stop time is for Barcelona? Bit of random information if anyone knows it. As we can see the number 34 car coming in the pit lane. Who is that? That's Panzerbearer. Panzerbearer opting to pit now. He is currently P21, but he is probably going to fall down. Well, there you go. So actually, so that's just gone past. I was going to say we could see where he's going to come back out here. Any other battle going on? So it looks like Silver Arrow is still trying to chase back Patro. He doesn't want to give up on that position just yet. That is a battle for 11th and 12th. Attended Genie is some way up the order. He is, he's got 5.7 seconds on those guys. So Attended Genie currently in 10th. I presume he's comfortably in the top 10 when everyone else is pitted here. Maybe with an outside chance of battling for the top 5. Yeah, Zidane must have a bit of damage here because we do know that Zidane does have good pace. But he has now fallen to 14 seconds back on the drivers ahead. Ringmaster's still settling around about 4 seconds off the race pace, but Arriving Flame has now closed the gap to Patrick, probably because of the backmarker car here. I'm not sure who is that. Is that OGFX or was that Ninja? But it's going to get... Patrick opts to pit here. So Patrick has gone in the pit lane. So we do know he had a 1.5 second lead on Arriving Flame. So this should give us our answer, because when he comes back out, he'll probably be ahead of Sylph, but by how much is the question, and that will give us the idea of how this battle is going to unfold in the last 10 minutes. But Patrick is in the pits. Where is Sylph now? Sylph's come around the back end of the circuit. It is quite a long pit lane at the Circuit de Catalunya, so I am going to ride here with with Sylph. So Patrick's number hasn't gone green yet, so he isn't even exiting the pit lane yet. He is now. So Patrick is exiting the pit lane. You can see Sylph miles away in the background, so I think he actually has potentially got caught up quite a lot by the back markers here. So as Patrick comes out, I don't think Sylph is going to be anywhere near him by the looks of it. Who is that ahead? So that is, so Sylph here is, tucked in behind, but it's going to be, we'll see what that time says in a moment. So that means that if Arriving Flame does opt to pit next lap, he should get out ahead of Sylph. Looks like, Throne Kumi is now separating Patrick and Sylph. So here, let's look at the gap here. So it's 2.5 seconds, and Arriving Flame had a 1.5 second gap. So this is going to be really tight between Arriving Flame and Sylph. Aresh still 2.2 seconds back on this battle. He is holding on firm here. So these guys are going to get a massive point haul, and this is going to be where your main battle in the championship will be. Throne Kumi really holding on to the back to Patrick here as he tries to warm up his tyres. Takes about a lap or so to do so. You don't want to be putting too much pressure on that tyre too early. Arriving Flame coming around the last corner now. Is he opting to pit? No, he's opting to stay out. Is Ringmaster going to go in the pits this lap? No, he opts to stay out as well. Zidane has closed the door, closed the gap slightly. He was 14, it's now 13.7. I wonder if Frone Kumi is... he's doing quite well to hold on the back here, but Sylph is going to want to get past him as soon as possible because he can actually see the race leader ahead of him here. What do we think, guys? Do you think Arriving Flame is going to get out in front or behind Sylph? You have to let me know. Whoa! Sylph has a big wobble there. You can see when he tried to put the power on, the back end of that car stepped out massively. Frone Kumi is opting to pit here, just like Klopty did before. So now Sylph here is chasing down Patrick Sajek. Let's see what the gap is here now. It is 2.9 seconds. So let's see if he can start to close that gap now. Now he has got a bit of free space. Patrick here is starting to close down on Malmsey ahead. Malmsey hasn't yet to pit, so the top 4 drivers in this race have yet to pit. Going down the order, any battles happening here? It looks like, yeah, Krigmit is still trying to chase down Klopty for the battle of 14th and 15th here. Still a bit of a gap there. The race is spread out quite a lot. The action is still at the front. But let me run you through the order before the last bit of crazy battling. So Arriving Flame is currently in P1. Ringmaster is behind him, 4 seconds back in second. Zidane is in third currently after a crash, but he'll probably fall down the order once everyone else says, once he does eventually do his pit stop. Malmsey is in 4th place here, and Patrick Sajek is in 5th, the net leader of this race. Sylph is in 6th place, Aresh in 7th, Kai 12 seconds back in 8th. Attended Genie is in 9th here, and then we have Patro 97 in 10th, 5 seconds back from him, rounding out the top 10. Silver Arrow is chasing down Patro, but he's 3.4 seconds back. Al Bambino is in 12th with Frone Kumi in 13th. Klopty is just behind him in 14th. So this is a battle here for 13th, 14th and 15th between Frone Kumi, Klopty and Krigmit. So we'll come back and have a look at that one shortly. Karpachev is behind him in 16th with Super Schlundi in 17th. OGFX is in 18th with Ninja just behind him, his Super Speed Racing Team counterpart. This is an interesting battle for the Super Speed Race Team dynamic with both their drivers within a second of each other as Ninja goes sliding around that corner there. That is such a controlled slide. He just tried to get back on the power, but he has held that. Great driving there by Ninja. We caught that just at the right moment, showcasing his drifting skills. Orkadot is in 20th with Obenji in 21st. He has HTR Matsi behind him, 25 seconds back. Panzabero is in 23rd, Mad Addy in 24th, Shadow Gaming is in the pits retired in 25th, and so is Penguin in 26th. But back up at the front, we now only have 3 drivers left to pit. Who was the other driver that came in the pits that we missed? So it was Frone Kumi, wasn't it? Sorry. But so Arriving Flame is the net leader of this race. We have 7.5 minutes to go. The question is, are we going to get to... Oh, sorry, what was I even saying? Well, that isn't even a question. Sorry, are we going to get to... So what I was saying is, what lap are we going to get to before Arriving Flame, Zidane and Malmsey go? It's about, a 1 minute... I can't remember what the lap time is here, 1 minute something. So 1 minute 30, let's say, with race pace. So we've probably got, 5, maybe 6 laps left, so they've still got a bit of time to go. But Aresh, we can see here now, close that gap to less than 2 seconds. Sylph has managed to maintain that gap to Patrick to about 3 seconds here. So, and then Ringmaster behind. Oh, Ringmaster has pitted. Sorry, that was the driver I missed. He has now dropped in behind these guys 3 seconds back. Still in with the contention of finishing in the top 5. I think once Zidane and Malmsey have pitted. Right, let's see. I just want to see if there's any Frone Kumi here. I was going to keep on that Frone Kumi, Klorpt, Krigmit battle, but I think that's interesting. Al Bambino, Frone Kumi, Klorpt, and Krigmit all racing with their nice purple livery cars here. But it looks like Frone Kumi has left Klorpt in his dust a little bit. 2.6 seconds is the gap now. And then behind him, Quick Mitt is about 2.5 seconds back as well. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that battle, guys. But nothing seems to be going on too much there. Patrick now is right. Oh, so I was right up behind Malmsey. He has passed him. I was going to say that might have been one of the interesting things of the battle here, but Patrick has got past Malmsey with ease. There was no battling there, and yeah, that hasn't really cost him any time at all. As we go down to the timing line, we will see, but he was 3.3 seconds clear of Sylph, and as he crosses the line on the timing screen, he is now. He lost about half a second potentially, but let's see where Sylph can get past Malmsey. I don't know if Malmsey's going to opt to go in the pits this lap. The race leader has gone past the pit lane again, so we're coming down into probably what, the last 4 or so laps. Just trying to see if he's gonna, where is he gonna catch? Is Malmsey gonna opt to go in the pits here, or is Sylph gonna get a really easy overtake? Oh, as he goes wide there, has a little bit of a wobble. Sylph is gonna close this gap now. Is Malmsey gonna put up a fight? Because if Sylph can get past him here in the slipstream as well, it's going to actually Faye should get past here with ease by the looks of it. Look at the way he's closing down on Malmsey here. That race pace. He does move out of the way. That is quite sporting of Malmsey. Sylph is going to cruise on through, and that's actually going to give him a bit of a time bonus there. Sylph flashed his lights as a kind of a thank you. But Sylph, who was only less than 3 seconds behind Malmsey. Let's see when they go across the next timing line where they are. So so Patrick closes the timing line now. Where does Sylph go in behind him? Sylph is now showing at 3 seconds behind, so that gap isn't going anywhere. Malmsey's trying to stay out there for as long as possible, but like I said, I think Ringmaster will he definitely will take that place back. The question is will Silver Arrow manage to get into the top 10 once Malmsey has opted to pit here? Patrick looks like he is looking good for that race win. He has had to do a few overtakes. I'm not sure exactly what kind of back markers Arriving Flames had to deal with, but with 3.5 minutes to go, he is going to have to potentially go into the pit soon. Hey Dylan, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? What's that about Arriving Flame? Patrick is currently the net leader of this race. I don't know if Arriving Flame has had enough pace to potentially get past him. But back in the battle here, Throwing Kumi is still chasing down Al Bambino, and he is 1.1 seconds back now. This is a battle for 12th and 13th. Throwing Kumi will take as many of these positions as he can to move himself up the order. Worth mentioning to Attender Genie, he is now definitely in the top 10. As we see, Zidane has now pitted, so Zidane is coming in the pits now, and that will allow again Patrick to cruise on through and up into second place. The only man separating him from the win here is now Arriving Flame. Dylan Hart saying that Arriving Flame races for him. When you say for me, what team are you alluding to? And I'll mention it. Ringmaster now only a second behind Aresh. He was 3 seconds back earlier. Aresh is still holding on to the back of Sylph. Sylph here is actually dropping off. No, he's only 3.5 seconds back from Patrick. So this is all going to start to close up with the last couple of minutes to go. These guys are really, really pushing. There's probably going to be what... Arriving Flame is coming around the last section now. I don't think he's going to have to go in the pits this lap, or... if he goes in next lap, he will, he'll trigger it. Yeah, he can go one more lap, I believe, because it's a 1.5 minute lap. But obviously, if you have a crash or something, you are potentially risking the dangers of actually. I was going to say that's probably safer to go in the pits just in case you have a bit of a spin. But Arriving Flame is coming in the pits now. Am I broadcasting the second race tonight in the Mega Grid multi-class? I don't know if I am. The only reason I say that is because I can feel my voice getting slightly strained from the amount of broadcasts I did over the weekend. I did about 5 over the weekend. So I believe we've triggered the final lap of the race, and Patrick is coming around now. We can see Arriving Flame has completed his pit stop, but he is right at the back. So Patrick has come around the chicane now, but like I said, Arriving Flame does have to crawl all the way down the pit lane. Patrick coming around the last corner now, and we can see Arriving Flame is about to trigger the speed line. Patrick there, you can see coming down, he's started the last lap, and Arriving Flame is coming out. This is going to be closer than I thought it was going to be, guys, but I think Arriving Flame will have the pace Patrick will have the pace as he does go round the outside. The other question is where's Sylph going to be in all this, but it looks like Arriving Flame is going to tuck in behind Patrick, and Sylph will take that third place spot. So it is kind of as you were earlier on. But yeah, so it looks like, Patrick has done enough, and will be the last lap of the race. They are racing here now, so these are the positions that they will finish if nothing happens. Arriving Flame is in second with Sylph in third. This is going to be your podium positions, which will mean Arriving Flame will take the net lead of this race. The net lead of the championship, with Aresh in fourth and Ringmaster in fifth, Kai in sixth and Zidane in seventh. That's a really good, a lot of the championship protagonists, shall we say, here in this 6-race season is they're all up in there in the top 7, so that's going to be really good to see. So as it goes on, Tony Doc saying a tight top 3. Yeah, welcome Tony to the stream as well. It is a tight, but obviously it is now, the race has finished. Like, obviously when they complete this lap, so I don't think there's going to be anything crazy happening here. But Patrick, providing any kind of mistake, will take this win. But Arriving Flame is close going into the last couple of corners. And also just to mention, Al Bambino is right up behind Malmsey here, so we'll come back to that one once this race is finished. But Patrick Sajek with a couple of corners to go, he just has to keep the car on the track. I tell you what, after 45 minutes of exclusive Cup Series action, his first and second are going to be separated by less than a second. This is absolutely mental. Patrick is going to cross the line. He's going to be your Season 2 Race 2 winner at Barcelona. Arriving Flame and Sylph will round out your podium. Aresh will take fourth after pitting early and battling through the field. Ringmaster will take fifth. Great driving here, guys. Kai looks like he's got Zidane right behind him here. The battle. Oh no, Zidane has got Kai on the last couple of corners. Actually, it looks like Zidane is letting him back past. I don't know if that was maybe a little unsporting overtake, but Kai takes 6th, Zidane takes 7th. Patro's coming around to take 8th place here. Good, quiet drive by him. He was out of the action a little bit, but enough to get himself some serious points here. Silver Arrow, one of the top 10 drivers in in the series, is now going to finish 9th, and then Malmsey is going to come around. He did hold off Al Bambino, and he will take that 10th place spot. Al Bambino and Throne Kuhn. This is an epic battle here between 10th, 11th and 12th. Those guys will cross the line. Klopty will be buzzing with a P13, I'm sure. Krigmit looks like he has dropped down the order because Karpachev got him on the last lap. Looks like Krigmit maybe had a mistake out here because he is he going to finish in... Yeah, he's going to finish in 15th. Attender Genie, who was looking like he was going to be really good for a top 10 finish, finished 16th. I'm guessing he had a bit of an issue on the last lap. Super Schlundi coming around now. Looks like Ninja's got Super Schlundi on the last couple of corners. He is going to take P17 off of Super Schlundi. ODFX1 will take 19th. Orkadot will take 20th, and then Obenji 21st, HTR Matza 22nd, Panzerbero 23rd. He is going to be the last driver out there to round out the field. In the chat saying perfect racing from Patrick. So Ron Locus saying perfect racing from Patrick and Arriving Flame. Silent Fury saying nice race, guys. LMW saying super stuff all round. Great broadcast. Thank you very much. Yeah, his wheel disconnected on the final lap. That is absolutely gutting. What a great race, guys. Congratulations to our front three. Patrick, Arriving Flame and Sylph taking the podiums. Also a massive shout out to Ron Loco, Partik and Clint Trends for subscribing to the channel. Really love the appreciation. Like I said, all of the money we raise in these in these streams all goes to me saving up for that Elgato capture card. Like I said, anyone that does subscribe will have their name etched on my streams in future. Obviously we'll have you like a rolling thing at the bottom to say like thank you for being supporting us and getting me that card. But yeah, really thank you guys. Awesome stream, buzzing with this. We had good following as well, loads of people chatting. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by. I'll see how my voice feels, Ron Loco, but I don't know if I am going to do the second race. If I can broadcast it, but I'm not going to commentate, so I don't know if that's worth it. But I mean, I could always show it if you really want the race to be broadcast, but my voice is starting to get a bit strained and I don't want to lose it. But yeah, but thank you guys, and yeah, I'll see you all again next time, hopefully for round 3. Bye-bye for now.